Once upon a time, in a small village nestled amidst the lush green mountains, lived a young man named Hiro. Hiro was known for his wild and restless mind, always jumping from one thought to another, never finding peace within himself. He would often find himself overwhelmed by the chaos of his own mind. One day, Hiro heard about a wise old Zen master who lived on top of the highest mountain in the region. They said the master possessed profound wisdom and had the ability to bring tranquility to even the most turbulent minds. Eager to find peace, Hiro embarked on a journey to meet the Zen master. After a long and arduous climb, Hiro finally reached the top of the mountain. There, he found a humble hut where the Zen master resided. The master welcomed Hiro with a warm smile and invited him to sit down. Hiro poured out his heart, explaining how his mind was in constant turmoil, robbing him of peace and happiness. The Zen master listened attentively and then spoke softly. "Hiro, I can see that your mind is like a wild horse, running aimlessly. But remember, you have the power to rein it in. Just as a skilled rider tames a wild horse, you can learn to control your mind again." Intrigued, Hiro asked the Zen master how he could achieve such control. The master replied, "Let me share a story with you. There was once a young man who dreamt of becoming a great archer. He approached the best archery master in the land and requested to be his student. The master agreed, but on one condition. The student had to learn to control his mind first. The student was puzzled and asked how he could achieve such control. The master handed him a single arrow and pointed towards a tree in the distance. He instructed the student to shoot the arrow at the tree, but without releasing it from his bow. The student followed the master's guidance and pulled the string, aiming at the tree. The master then asked, "Tell me, what do you see?" The student replied, "I see the tree, the arrow, and the string of my bow." The master shook his head and said, "No, you must see only the tree. Focus all your attention on it." The student tried again, focusing solely on the tree. This time, the master asked, "What do you hear?" The student replied, "I hear the wind rustling through the leaves, the birds chirping, and the sound of my own breathing." The master shook his head again and said, "No, you must hear only the sound of your breath. Block out all other noises." The student tried once more, closing off his senses to everything but his breath and the tree. This time, the master asked, "What do you feel?" The student replied, "I feel the bowstring against my fingers, the weight of the arrow, and the tension in my muscles." The master shook his head once more and said, "No, you must feel only the tension in your muscles. Let go of everything else." The student tried for the final time, completely immersing himself in the sensation of the tension in his muscles. The master then said, "Release the arrow." In that moment, the student's mind was empty of all distractions, and he released the arrow with perfect precision, hitting the tree dead center. As Hiro heard the story, a glimmer of understanding began to spark within him. The Zen master continued, "Hiro, just as the archer learned to focus his mind on a single point, you too can train your mind to be present in the here and now. Embrace the power of mindfulness and meditation. Practice observing your thoughts without judgment, gently guiding your attention back to the present moment." Hiro realized that regaining control of his mind was not an overnight task, but a lifelong journey. With renewed hope, he bowed to the Zen master and expressed his gratitude for the wisdom shared. From that day forward, Hiro dedicated himself to the practice of mindfulness and meditation. Slowly but surely, he learned to rein in his restless mind, finding peace and serenity within himself. Hiro realized that he had the power to control his mind once again, and in doing so, he discovered a profound sense of joy and contentment that he had never experienced before. And so, the story of Hiro teaches us that just like the archer, we too have the ability to tame the wild horse of our mind. By cultivating mindfulness and embracing the present moment, we can regain control and create a life filled with peace, purpose, and endless possibilities. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, AZ Zone. See you in next video. Bye. Hey, I said subscribe.